One and live.
Easy pie crust recipe. Shit! Okay. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Easy pie crust recipe. Let's get it. To get started, we're gonna need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. And then mix that all up. 1 cup of cubed butter, which equals about 3 sticks of butter. Unsalted would be best. And if you don't have a pastry blender, it is okay. You can use 2 knives, 2 forks, whatever you have. And this is what it should look like. It's okay if you see some bigger butter balls, it's no issue. And then 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and ½ cup of ice water. Make sure it is iced water. Then we're gonna mix all these ingredients together. And just keep on mixing. We're trying to get a doughy consistency, so it takes a little bit of hard work and labor that goes into it. It's an arm exercise for sure. Now we're gonna begin kneading it. And now we're gonna place this in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. An hour works best. The reason why we place it in the freezer is so that when we put it in the oven, the pie crust will not shrink. And we're just gonna cut this in half because this is enough pie crust to make a top for maybe an apple pie. And then just spread it out, make sure it's in a nice circle, just so when we remove it from the freezer and begin rolling it out, it forms into a nice circle as well. Remember, this does not have to be perfect. This is a homemade pie crust, so it's meant to be rustic, and I think it gives it a little bit more character anyways. In a clean surface, we're going to start by adding flour. And then I also added a little bit of flour on top just so that my roller doesn't stick, and some more flour on the rolling pin. And then just start rolling it out. If you see that the pie crust begins to stick to the pin, just add a little bit more flour, it's okay. And we want this pie crust to be at least 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. So as you can see here, I'm just adding some more flour, making sure it doesn't stick. Repositioning my pie crust. Now I'm just making sure that it fits into my 9-inch pan, and then I move it on over. This pie crust is at about 1/4 inch thick. And now with my hands, I am going to start pushing it around the edges so that it has every single corner in the pan, and cutting out the extra crust on its side. And with that extra dough, you can use it for anything. Decorations on top of your pie, anything you want. And now with my fingers, I'm just gonna start decorating the corners. Nothing too crazy. And now we're gonna poke some holes in the bottom of our pie crust. And we're gonna stick this back in the freezer for 30 minutes. This is it after it's been in the freezer. A 375 degrees preheated oven, we're gonna start blind baking our pie. And so we're gonna begin by adding some weight. If you don't have pie weights, you can use raw beans like I used. and you're gonna cook it for about 15 to 30 minutes, just depending on how brown you want your crust. And this just assures that our crust is gonna be cooked whenever we start assembling our pie. Now you can use this for sweet potato pie, apple pie, pecan pie, and even chicken pot pie. It really can be used for anything that you want. I decided to use it for a pecan pie, so this is me adding my filling. This pie crust is flaky, buttery, delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.